state of mankind. How much do you know? Excerpts from How the Spectre of Communism is Ruling Our World. 36. Communist politics are not restricted to the totalitarianism practiced in communist states. As we emphasize, communism is a spectre of supernatural power. It manipulates the thoughts of evildoers and deceives the gullible to act as its agents in the human realm. Donning alternative forms, the evil spectre of communism has hijacked the political process of free nations in the Western world. Europe is already in the grip of socialist ideology and policies. The United States is a special country. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when the communist movement raged across Europe, its impact on the United States was limited. In 1906, German scholar Werner Sombart wrote a book on the topic called Why Is There No Socialism in the United States? But the situation has since changed dramatically. In 2016, a candidate of a major American political party openly promoted socialism in his campaign for the U.S. presidency. In communist vocabulary, socialism is just the primary stage of communism, and it was once viewed with scorn by most Americans. But the candidate said that he thinks there are a lot of people who get very nervous when they hear the word socialist. This politician managed to become one of the two leading candidates in his party. A poll taken toward the end of the 2016 campaign showed that in one of the major leftist parties, 56% of people said they had a positive opinion towards socialism, continuing a trend suggested in 2011 by the Pew Research Center. The Pew poll showed that 49% of U.S. citizens under the age of 30 viewed socialism positively, but only 47% were positive toward capitalism. This marks an overall ideological shift to the left as society loses its understanding of communism. The illusions that many in the West hold about socialism today mirror the experiences of countless impressionable young people who embraced communism in the last century in the Soviet Union, China, and elsewhere. The younger generation lacks deep understanding of their own history, culture, and traditions. Their resistance to socialism, which to them looks mild and humane, is non-existent. The great communist deception of the 20th century is coming to repeat itself in the 21st. Marx's axiom "from each according to his ability, to each according to his need" is quite effective in deceiving the young, who fantasize about a life of generous socialist welfare as seen in the Nordic countries. These countries' welfare systems have caused many social problems, but all attempts to bring about fundamental changes to the systems are stonewalled by the multitude of welfare recipients. The only electable politicians are those who continue to expand taxation and government intervention by using anticipated revenue. As the economist Milton Friedman said, "A society that puts equality before freedom will get neither. A society that puts freedom before equality will get a high degree of both." High welfare socialism promotes the continuous expansion of government and leads people to vote away their freedoms. It is an important step in the communist specter's plans for enslaving humanity. Once all nations make the transition to socialism, the current Nordic model of socialism is but a simple step from democracy to totalitarianism. Once the socialist primary stage is completed, political leaders will immediately implement communism. Private property and the democratic process will be abolished. The welfare state will metamorphose into a yoke of tyranny.